As a kid, I was really inspired by the explorers. I grew up in Seattle, and Lewis and Clark were kind of heroes locally. And I wanted to be an explorer when I grew up. As an electrical engineer, I would always look for new things that we can do that just weren't ever possible. And machine learning and research is an exploration. It feels like an intellectual exploration.
We've definitely seen a big uptake in the last 5 years in what machines are able to do compared to, say, the previous decade or two.
With the advent of a lot more data and a lot more computing power, we really can think bigger and sort of change the game about what kind of models we can envision.
The real world is actually very messy. Hard logical rules are not the way to solve real-world problems.
So machine learning is all about learning from examples.
Rather than writing 500,000 lines of code, we instead have the machine learn from observations about the world.
And we look through a bunch of these examples in the machine learning algorithm, maybe millions, maybe billions, maybe even trillions, to identify the patterns and generalize from there.
In the task of image recognition, we've been able to train models to take the pixels of an image and from those pixels, learn high-level features.
It starts to learn that if you see a cake and you see a kid, it's maybe a birthday party. If you see a cake and lots of kids, it's very likely a birthday party. That's essentially teaching the machines to do the perceptions that we humans are so natural and so good at.
You realize just how amazing humans are, just how amazing your 4-year-old is who can recognize faces.
Machine learning has really been the beginning of a big revolution in the field of speech recognition.
To teach speech recognition, how to interact with a noisy room. We used real-world sounds, and we mix it into the examples that we already have.
Is it cold outside? Is it cold outside? Is it cold outside?
Now, no matter what the noise in the environment, our speech recognition systems can understand what you're saying. They can separate out one speaker from another.
With machine learning, we have now an algorithm that learns how to simulate a human linguist.
A lot of the language that we see today, it's very informal.
Blah, 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 blah. And they say, OK.
Interspersed with emojis and stickers. Now, with Google, we're getting to the point where you can have a much more natural conversation.
Any good Mexican places around here? Here you go.
The assistant product that we're building at Google uses the best of our machine learning techniques in speech recognition, image understanding, natural language understanding.
That's a promising direction for developing systems that can really navigate the mess of the real world.